Tony Baselli was number 2. We picked him number 2 in our first year. He was right after Colin.
Wow.
Carolina selected first in that year's draft and got Colin.
Nice. All right, we're going to move to the defense side of the ball.
11 Pro Bowls.
That's a lot.
And 9 first-team selections for Anthony Munoz.
All right, we're going to choose defensive tackles or defensive side
Just
of the
defensive
ball.
linemen.
Defensive linemen. So
linemen, because we all know where the best ones are, and they always on the edge.
Right. So, I mean, we can go obvious one as far as, Reggie White and everything like that. I'm just, because anybody.
You wanted to be different. But our obvious one, put it this way, our obvious choice for both of us would have been Reggie White.
Yes.
That would have been obvious. We would have put him number 1.
The guy that, he was mentioned earlier about his offensive lineman that really shut him down. Ironically, I would have him start, for me, Bruce Smith.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Someone who, that's going to command double teams, got 200 career
Unless
sacks.
He was going up against Baselli. There's no double team needed.
He got 200 career sacks. Very strong quick out the ball. And like Kevin said, I guess that was his kryptonite, but that was one guy I would like to have starring my franchise as a on that line, defensive line there. So he's one of the guys that I would start with. Just watching him, my dad used to tell me a lot about Bruce Smith. He played for Buffalo, and I believe he played for the Redskins as well.
Who, Bruce?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce played for Buffalo for forever.
And
only person I can remember him in is in a Buffalo.
But I remember he ended up
uniform,
playing for, because I'd seen him in the later years when, like early 2000s, that he was playing for the Redskins. So, but that was near the downswing of his.
Yeah, that was. They all had that time where they all went to the old side.
Oh yeah.
Since we took Reggie White out of the equation for both of us, now I got to come up with another 2. But one of them I'm going to put in there, and this is going back, but it's going to the dynasties of the Pittsburgh Steelers days. Mean Joe Green. I'm gonna go Mean Joe Green. He was the catalyst for their defense back in the 70s, and he was the big reason for their steel curtain, and he could just shut down offensive single-handedly. Just a big, gigantic man for back then.
Oh yeah, see him there. Yeah, big guy, strong, and was someone that you
and mean as shit.
Yeah, that's what you want there. You want someone to get nasty because you got these guys in the trenches that. I mean, I put high school football in those trenches, and I know how nasty you can get as a high school level. So I can't even imagine how you can get at an NFL level.
Oh yeah, he was a big mean dude.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. So on that one, so with my other pick, I'm gonna pick someone that's within my era, who I've been, and me and Kevin watch here, and this guy, I just think has got it coming where he's gonna be a beast, and we're gonna talk about him from years to come. His son, Austin, will probably be talking about J.J. Watt in a little bit. But J.J. Watt is one of those guys that, if I was to go ahead and build a friend, I want to build him around. I know right now he's playing for Texan teams, but he's on his part and down. His pass defense for the Texans not really that good right now, but he does a little bit of everything.
Everything.
He becomes the fifth player that had 50 sacks in 4 seasons. This guy, it seemed like he had line up. He does it as far as moving. He does stunt double moves, and it's just
he does everything.
He does everything. Now it made me wonder if actually Jadeveon Clowney come back a little bit healthy and give him a little bit of leeway to get more room to kind of get more angles to work with.
Yeah, but
he might be a little bit more dangerous than what we actually are even seeing.
Waiting for him to get
true.
Is going to be
yeah, but J.J. Watt is still holding it down, and the thing about him, he's very. With all these guys, you want to be someone to be marketable. So J.J. Watt is definitely someone that can be marketable for you as well.
Oh, tremendously marketable.
Yeah. So.
Except that they say his teammates are kind of getting a little with his celebrations of his sacks and stuff like that, because against the Jaguars, all he did was go and tap after a guy slid down, and he went on and started celebrating, and his teammates just kind of looked at him and kind of walked off. So they said there could be a little tension in there with his teammates, but I wouldn't have no tension with him. I'd be like, celebrate however much you want to
do. Yep.
I'd be like, you do whatever the hell you want to do, bro.
Yes,
you a badass.
Yep, totally agree. Who's your last one?
I'm gonna go with somebody in our generation. in mind, he's getting a little older in the tooth now, but to me, he was a really high pick for the Carolina Panthers when he was picked, and I'm gonna go with Julius Peppers.
Ooh, I thought about him too.
Julius Peppers. If we're going, you went with somebody from our, so I'm naturally going to go with somebody around our time too. Mm-hmm. And he was just phenomenal. And interceptions. He was J.J. Watt before J.J. Watt came in.
Yep.
He done a lot of similar things, and he was very underrated. Very, very underrated, but he was a good ball player.
So a basketball player too, right?
And still is. He's playing linebacker, which he fits in a 3-4 scheme.
Yeah,
he fits in very good. But some of the names we didn't mention, Warren Sapp, of course. Might hate him, but he was still very good. Jack Youngblood, back in the day, played a football game with a broken leg. Played in the Super Bowl with a broken leg.
Yeah.
And he was a monster. Played for the Gators. Michael Strahan.
Yeah, he should
another guy that could really. And one guy that I would really strongly consider, Howie Long.
Yeah, we didn't think about it. Yeah,
Howie Long would be a guy that I would definitely have up there. Guys like John Randall and his crazy face paint that he always put on his face. Deacon Jones.
Yeah.
Ed Too Tall Jones. Yeah, you got a lot of these guys that you could always start. Jason Taylor.
Oh yeah,
would be a really Dwight Freeney. Mm-hmm. All these guys.
Some of these guys that you really can just start a franchise with and be okay with, and just this is just a starting point to your franchise. That if you want to go offense or defense, this is a route that you would take and go from there.
It'd be great building blocks for your line.
It will be. It will be, and just for your line, this is where you want to start because this is where
Richard Seymour.
This is where you get gaps and openings here. You got to fill the gaps, and you got to be able to open the gaps for your running game. You got to be able to go ahead and contain blitzes, everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
You got to. There are some guys that you have to actually extend. Just props to them, man. So this would be a great way to start off a team with these players that. And there's so many that you can go that me and Kevin didn't even name that can go down here. So
a lot of y'all say a bunch of different names, but these are the ones that we like and we watched, and we've seen tape on. I've seen tape on Dude Pittsburgh, but
Kevin's a little older than me, so that's why I say he can see that, and it'll be cool to hear John aspect too, because he's a little older than me as well. And
John would go probably some Tampa guys and
Seaward, right?
Selman. Leroy Selman from Tampa Bay is another one that would have been a phenomenal defensive player to pick too. He was phenomenal back in his day, in the 70s. He was just as on bad Buccaneer teams, but he was a dominant force for their defense back in the day. Yeah, Leroy Selman definitely, and he opened up some good food places in Tampa as well. So
nice.
But yeah, he was definitely a force in Tampa too.
Okay. All right, stay tuned now, guys.
Next time we'll probably do. What did we decide on? Linebackers and running backs.
Linebackers, we'll figure it out. But stay tuned. We'll be doing that because it's football is
corners and wide receivers. We're trying to keep it people that would hit each other.
Right.
We're trying to keep those together. So,
so we'll go that route there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that should do it for us. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter at Balls Not Court. My Twitter name is @InTheMindOfCP.
Mine's Kevin C 2415.
All right, you can definitely find us on the Facebook page. You can go to facebook.com/BallsNotCourt Podcast, or you can find many of our podcasts, links, pictures, other stuff. I got to upload our stats for November, so we don't have many shows that we did, so it's a little bit lower, but hey.
Yeah, because during the holidays, we don't record as much because people are away.
Oh, Lord.
And then we come back. And then we're away. And people are told that they would call. And then they never call. So then we never do a show. Oh.
You'll think my degrees in communication and I will be...
He don't communicate at all whatsoever.
We both are...
I'm like Cortez. We still doing Saturday? Never got a call.
I did feel bad on that. Yeah, we were supposed to do one on Saturday. So
never got a call.
We're slacking, guys.
Never got a call. Never. Not weird. Not weird slacking.
Oh, boy.
He is.
He is. Make sure you also check the podcast on Podomatic, iTunes, Stitcher. You can go to iHeartRadio. You got TuneIn Radio.
Everywhere.
Spreaker. So there's a few multiple avenues you can get the podcast at. If you're also in Jacksonville, folks, make sure you go check out Chris at Custom Cuts. Just mention the podcast and you get $10 for your haircut. Kevin's got a nice haircut due from Mr. Chris. And
it's on the corner of Lemon Turner and Dunn Avenue.
Dunn Avenue. So
and Lemon Turner.
That's for all my Duval folks that's in the area. So make sure you go check them out. And he'll get you straightened up, get you taped up, all that fancy barber talk that they do.
I told him just to cut my hair.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I'll probably reach out to him soon because my hair is getting up there. So, All right. Kevin's like, yeah. Make sure you go visit the Hardwood Nation.
Like mine did before I got a haircut.
At www.thehardwoodnation.com. No buys, no spend, just basketball. Man, I came real close. And I know Kevin's going to laugh at me. I came really close to writing an article, and I've gone and playing the right ones. I really am about the period NBA. And I just got to find some time. But Kevin's like, no, you're not. But I really am going to try to find something right.
See, the bad part is I can't write very well. I like to talk. And there were certain things that I would love to be able to write about because reading different things from other people is to where you want to express yourself. But I can't write for shit. So I had to talk about it, but...
Which Kevin does a fine job at talking there. So.
But if I get into talking about certain things, certain people get mad. So I don't talk about certain things except off the air. So if you ever want to listen to us talk off the air, let us know, and we'll have a sit-down with you.
Of course. Yeah, exactly. And everybody that's, of course, on Facebook always more welcome.
Or someone could just interview me, and I can tell them, and they can write it on their own.
Perfect. There we go. All right. So
I don't feel like writing.
That should do it for us. I'm going to try to reach out to warm up correspondents and John C. want to come on Thursday, so we might do something Thursday. Saturday, I know I got to do inventory, so I don't know how late I'll be doing that. But
he'll be back by 11.
Hopefully. That'd be awesome.
First Saturday without a lot of college football. I know the Army-Navy game is on, but really the first Saturday with nothing.
Want to be odd, huh?
Nothing. Nothing.
Hey, man.
Weird.
But you know what I want to say? When me, you, and John on there, and I had got this idea of reading it on a Yahoo article, is we're going to look at the bowls and see, and actually have like some kind of fun game. Like, is this worth watching or not?
How about we put rename the bowls? Based on the teams that are in the bowls, we'll do rename the bowl day on Saturday.
That's really not bad.
We'll do, based on the teams playing, rename the bowl. Or if it's just a horrible name and we can't think of nothing with the teams, just rename the bowl based on the sponsors.
That's the idea. I like it.
I like that one. We're going to rename the bowls.
Hey, we'll work it out, man. That's why I say it's all about firing ideas, and that's actually a great idea.
Rename the bowls.
Rename the bowls. Ah. All right, that should do it for us, ladies and gentlemen.
And if they get renamed to this, I'm going to be pissed.
Nice. All right, that should do it for us. This is the Ball in Your Court podcast. Speaking for Kevin Carter, this is Cortez Paul. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Mm-hmm.